Hi everyone, this is Kathleen Deggelman. Welcome to our Jeunesse opportunity overview. I have Emerald Executive Bekki Hurley on the call with me today, and we're going to be giving you an overview of the products, the comp plan, the company, and also some specific attention is going to be paid to the policies for the UK too. First, I just want to give you a quick overview on who I am. I've had the opportunity to talk to many of you on our Facebook page and private Facebook messages and emails, but I am your upline diamond. I've been with Jeunesse for almost 2.5 years now, and I've been in the profession for almost 9 years. And this is my second network marketing company, and I'm happy to say that I've reached the top ranks in just under and just over 2 years with both of those companies. So I think I get to say that I must be doing something right. So very, very happy with the decision to join Jeunesse 2.5 years ago. A little bit about my background. My background was corporate America. I worked for over 20 years for big companies like IBM and Levi Strauss, and had a great career as an employee. But in my early 40s, I just realized that I was very, very tired of the lifestyle. I didn't want to do what I was doing for another 20 years. And I realized that what I wanted to do was to become an entrepreneur. So I started reading some great books like Think and Grow Rich and Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and really started working on my mindset. And the world of real estate came to me in my 40s. I did that in San Francisco for a few years, and I was doing well, but it still wasn't giving me what I ultimately wanted, which was time freedom. And I really wanted to create wealth, and I wanted to find a path to residual income. And thankfully, the world of network marketing was introduced to me in 2006, and I was with my first company for almost 7 years. Had a great experience and didn't know that I was looking for a second network marketing company when my friend Kelly Bangert, who's also one of your upline diamonds, asked me to take a look at Jeunesse. And at first I didn't think I was interested, but I love skincare. I've taken really good care of my skin over the years, and the stem cell technology of our skincare definitely drew me in. So I took a look at that, and then I had the opportunity to fly to Orlando and meet with Wendy and Randy, our wonderful founders, and our executive team. And you know that gut feeling that you have when you meet somebody and you just think, I definitely want to work with them. And I flew home from that trip to Orlando, very impressed with the products and who was running the ship. And it was on that flight home that I really studied the compensation plan. And by the time I got home, I realized that if I didn't say yes to Jeunesse, I was going to regret it. So I'm very, very happy that I jumped in 2.5 years ago. We had an amazing story then, but it's probably 50 times better now. Everything that's happened in that last 2.5 years. I've worked for some great companies in the United States, like I said, and I think of Jeunesse as the blue chip, solid, legacy type of company in the network marketing space. So that's a little bit about me, and now I would love for my partner Bekki Hurley just to share her background. And before she does, I just want to say many of you have come to the Jeunesse table because of Becky's video that went viral. I think there's well over 3 million views on that little video that she just decided to create one morning in her bathroom. I mean, it certainly has changed many of our lives, and I'm so happy that you found your way to us. And Becky's just an incredible professional, an incredible ambassador for Jeunesse and the industry, and she is so much fun to work with. Bekki, do you want to just share a little bit more about your background?
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you're unplugging now, Kathleen?
Well, the problem is I can't. Go ahead, just go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about the feedback on there. I'll do my best. Yeah, 20 years ago I was introduced to the platform of direct sales. I was a waitress at that time. I don't come from a corporate background. I come from humble beginnings, and really loved what I was doing because I love to be around people. And one of my regular customers, one of my regular clients that would come in, told me that I'd be really good at direct sales and what she was doing, and I didn't think that that was going to be anything that I was interested in. I'd never even been to a home party up to that time in my life. And but my mother-in-law just happened to have one of those parties a couple weeks later, and the gal that was doing it, I asked her how much she made, and she made more in that afternoon in about an hour and a half than I did working 8 hours and then getting up in the morning with a 1-year-old baby. And one of the things that we observed was that she wasn't really even all that great at doing it. So I thought, well, I said to my mother-in-law, these were my exact words. I'm like, oh my gosh, if she could do it, I could do this, and I could probably be really good at it. So I went on to join that company, had great success for 13 years. And then about 7 years ago, I was introduced to network marketing. And one of the things that I noticed that was happening is that there was no retirement plan with what I was doing. I was going to have to continue to physically do the sales myself in that platform if I was going to make money. And I'd earned 11 trips or 12 trips in 13 years and had really got some great freedom from it, but I didn't see a lot of residual income with it once I stopped physically working. And when I saw this platform of true network marketing, I thought, man, this is great. I can actually build a team of people that really enjoy products. They'll continue consuming them, and we can continue making money for a long time. And we loved that company. We loved the product. My husband had some amazing health benefits from that, and we saw a lot of other people. But about 3 years ago, I saw that there was a change corporately. And just from my experience, I knew that things were going to start to change, and it did cause us to start looking around. And that was when Kathleen Deggelman didn't enter the picture, because we'd already had a relationship that was built. We were never on the same team, but I'd grown to really trust her. And some of the things that I found that were missing, some of the financial aptitude that she was able to teach, was missing from what I had seen before, and I really wanted to at some point do business with her. And luckily my partner Kathleen Redu's brother Mark fell in love with Kathleen on the stage, and they are now married, and so that started that relationship and kind of solidified it. And when she brought Jeunesse to us, we were looking, we weren't sure that we wanted to look at something else that quickly, but after looking at the compensation plan and comparing them and trying out the products for myself, and knowing that they were fabulous, we decided to move forward. And for the last just about 2.5 years, we've been the pioneers here in North America. And as some of you might know, we've had tremendous growth in other areas, or Jeunesse has, for almost 420 million in sales last year, but very little of that coming from North America. And so we just knew that at one point, if we just kept doing what we were doing, that the momentum was going to catch here. And little did I know that it would be that, as I call it, that silly little video, and which I gave no thought to. I just went in there and recorded it. 2 minutes and 50 seconds later, I uploaded it on Facebook without even looking at it. And our lives have changed since then. And couldn't be happier. And so you're in the right place at the right time. We're in momentum mode now, and just have been absolutely loving working with the UK team. And so there's just such a bright future for everybody now in Jeunesse. Kathleen?
Thank you so much, Becky. So what I want to do now is just take a moment to introduce you to our J Factor team. I know that many of you have been introduced when Becky and Kathleen Redu and Linda Miner and several other great leaders, when we started this team about 2.5 years ago, we started to think about, what did we want to provide for our team, and what was the culture that we wanted to create. And if you haven't been invited to join our J Factor team Facebook page, you want to ask your sponsor to request you being added. That's definitely has become the go-to place to find out what's happening with the team. We have weekly calls, we have team emails, we have our own training site, jfactorteam.com. You can get that username and password from your sponsor. I mean, this is for our team, but it's just an amazing training system that we've all worked really hard to put together for all of you. So the first steps to get introduced to our J Factor team have they basically reside on the J Factor team Facebook page. I think there's about 10 or 11 steps. And so for your brand new people, that's what you want to introduce them to so that they get into our system. And then we all get to know each other too. You know, both Becky and I talked about some of the reasons why we joined Jeunesse. For me, a big part of the reason was because I knew that if I was going to do this again, because it does take a lot of work at the levels that we're talking about, if I was going to do it again, then I was going to partner with a company that I felt very confident could build a global platform, could provide a global platform for us. And I think Becky would agree that in the last 2.5 years, it's been a very exciting part of this. There's a lot of companies in this industry that might say they have a global platform, but when you really get in behind the scenes, it's very limited. And building the teams and the family all across the world with Jeunesse has been incredibly exciting. Just a little bit about our founders. As I mentioned, I had the opportunity to spend a couple of days with Wendy and Randy 2.5 years ago. And I remember when I walked away, I just thought, you know, I feel like I just had dinner with my super smart, super wealthy, incredibly successful aunt and uncle from the South. And I'm happy to say 2.5 years later, I feel even more that way. I've gotten to know Wendy and Randy very well, been on numerous trips with them, been on quite a few stages with them all around the world. And they are who they are on stage, and when you're sitting across the table having dinner with them, they are very down to earth, very humble. And if you've ever worked for a company where you didn't really love the culture or you didn't like who was running the ship, I mean, that saying that it all starts at the top is so true. And Wendy and Randy have hearts of gold, very smart, very hardworking. Everything that's good about our comp plan is because Wendy has a PhD in math, and so she just has a brain for numbers that's highly unusual, and especially for the COO of a network marketing company. Wendy has received a number of honors, including a couple of years in a row being ranked in the top 20 most influential women in network marketing. And a few months ago, she earned the most successful women, most influential, most successful woman in business with the Stevie Awards. So when we started 2.5 years ago, we didn't quite have the accolades that we do now, but it's been really fun just to be a part of it. Scott Lewis is Wendy and Randy's son, and he's our Chief Visionary Officer. You will see him at many of the international events. He's also very hardworking, very successful. He's been in the industry since he was about 4 years old, I think is when his mom started. So he totally gets this profession, and he very much is pro distributor. We now ship to over, I think it's over 115 countries. We have offices in over 30 countries. And like I said, this was something that was very important to me when I started. The internet and social media has completely changed how you can build a network marketing business today. When Becky and I met years ago in our first network marketing company, I remember the CEO of that company stood on the stage at a convention and said, "Please don't talk about our company on Facebook." That's how new Facebook was. I mean, nobody in their right mind would say that today. Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest, Instagram, these have all become incredible tools to help us connect with people all over the world. And never again can somebody say that they've run out of people, because it's just not possible in the world that we live in today. And I'm very proud that our J Factor team, I think we've done a really great job of embracing the technology that is available today. And what that means for all of us, the bottom line is we're all busy, and home parties are great, and there's definitely a place for them, and we still do them and we still recommend them. But there's also a lot of tools that we can use online so that we can stay home, which is really what I think most of us want. We want the opportunity to build a home-based business from wherever we are, including our home. So what else do we want to share about the company, Becky? The DSA has ranked us number 46 last year in the top 50 most successful network marketing companies in the world. This year, we're expecting to rank in the top 30. And that puts us in a class of companies that are all, if not every single one of them, is much older than Jeunesse. For Jeunesse to be achieving those kind of numbers, being ranked in the top 3 most successful, most fastest growing companies, network marketing companies in the world. For Jeunesse to be doing what we're doing and to be only a little over 5 years old is highly unusual. Anything else you want to add about the company, Becky?
I don't think so. No, I think you've
I
covered
covered
it
it?
all there.
Okay, good. So this is our youth enhancement system. I mean, this was another thing that really resonated with me, and several of these products are new since we joined. But when we first took a look at it, it wasn't just one product, it was a family of product. And I truly believe that we have the best line of anti-aging products that are available on the market. And it's a family of products, and everything that we do will stay consistent with that philosophy. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Becky, and she's going to take us through the products.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, we'll start with Dr. Nathan Newman, because this is kind of where the company was birthed. I don't know if you've heard the story of how this all started, but Randy Ray wanted to have a stem cell knee replacement done, and he picked Dr. Nathan Newman, who's out of Beverly Hills, California, to do that for him, and it was a great success. And while Wendy and Randy were there, Dr. Newman introduced them to our Lumines serum, and I think it was Wendy and her sister started using it, loved it. Wendy wanted to add it to a product line of an existing company that they had. They said she was crazy. If she wanted to do anti-aging, she had to start a brand new company, and that's when Jeunesse was born. And they opened on 09/09 of 2009 at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was because of this encounter with Dr. Nathan Newman. They started with 2 products that are still kind of the benchmark products of Jeunesse. And Dr. Nathan Newman, I always encourage people to Google him. He is the world leader in stem cell technology formulation. So in that serum, there's over 200 human growth factors. And from, I'm certainly not on the medical side of this, I'm no expert at all, but I know how to read stuff, and I know how to repeat. And there's over 200 different growth factors. And from what Dr. Donna Antar says is that every human body has exactly the same growth factors, and that's why this product works the way that it does. And it's not the product that is not doing anything. What it's doing is it's stimulating your own body to start to heal, produce new collagen, new elastin, and really to repair any problems that you might have because of those growth factors. So this is our line of Lumines products. This was primarily the line that I was looking at when I first got introduced to Jeunesse, along with the supplements and everything. But I really needed to know that this product was going to work because I had problem skin. And I thought, oh, okay, I love the compensation plan. I love Wendy and Randy and the culture of the company. I really wanted to become involved in business with Kathleen and Kelly Banger, because I love their philosophies of business, and I knew I could learn a lot from them. But on the same token, I needed to know that the product was going to work. I was going to have a personal story. And within 12 weeks, I had some amazing results. And I think there's some pictures that are going to come up here as well. But this study I love because it's an independent third-party laboratory study. It was kind of like a blind study that was done. And in this one, they said that 100% of the people that were using it would recommend the products to their family or friends. 87% of them felt that their skin looked younger. 87% of them felt an improvement in skin smoothness and luminosity. And 74% felt an improvement in skin firmness. And one of the things that thrills me so much with Instantly Ageless and how that's become a platform for people to see Jeunesse, I call it the gateway drug, because what it's doing is it's introducing people to our family of products, and the stories that are coming out from Lumines are just absolutely amazing right now. So this is my before and after. That was the day that I started. Oh, we're going to go through this again, Kathleen, where it's going to start. Just technically here. So here's a bunch of before and afters. For some reason, they start to just move on themselves here. We'll just go along with it.
You can go back to the beginning if you want, because I think people probably didn't have a chance to really look at it.
All right, we'll do it again. Oh, there we go. So there's my before and after. This is about 20 months into using the product, but really it was the first 12 weeks that, like, we talk about this all the time, the glow that people get. That picture of Lynn We thought that that was photoshopped when we first saw it, but it has been documented. Lucy West actually met her right at the beginning and saw her progression using the product. So again, if you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, it will work for every skin type because it promotes your stem cells to start producing what they need and get the job done. There's 6 different products within that product line. When Jeunesse was first birthed, it was just the serum itself, which is something that Dr. Newman originally made for burn victims. It was a thicker goop at that time, and that was really working well with scarring and healing of burning. But those patients were coming back and saying, Dr. Newman, can I still get some of that? Because it's taking my wrinkles away. And that was kind of how the whole thing started. He developed it into a cosmetic topical that you could actually wear with your makeup and be wearing it outside all the time. And then he built this suite of products around it. Oh, there we go. This is a funny story. Winnie, she was one of the first people to get started, and we actually had the honor of being able to meet her on the Alaska trip, the Alaska cruise last year, and she is just a card and a half. Really, really funny woman. At the beginning, she started using the Lumines just on half of her face. You can see in the picture there, she had a dermatologist come in and do a dermoscope and show the difference. And he said without a doubt that it was actually penetrating the dermis and it was kind of healing her skin from the inside out. But after about a year, her friend said, Winnie, you've got to start using that on the other side because you look weird. She looked like she had a stroke. And apparently the story is that she couldn't use it on the one half for a while. She had to let the other half catch up. And so it's quite the story. She's gone on to have some great success. Instantly ageless. I mean, probably all of you on here are the majority of you on here probably were introduced to Jeunesse through this product and possibly through that video that I did that went viral. And like I said, I love this product. It's a cosmetic. It gives people instant gratification, which I always liken it to something, I think they called it the lipstick effect or the lipstick factor during the Depression. And the sale of lipsticks absolutely went through the roof because it was something that people could, they could purchase, they could still afford it, no matter what their budget was like. And it made them feel good about themselves instantaneously. And that's what this product is. I've sold, I think it's about 1,200 boxes of that just in retail, just through the retail cart in the United States. Not one person has ever said, I think it was too expensive. It is the most amazing price point, and it's a great retail product. And again, it's kind of that gateway to get people looking at everything else that Jeunesse has to offer. So. Can't say enough about that. That product has changed my life. But again, I'm so thrilled that it's introducing people to everything else that we have. Oh, here we're going to go through again. So we'll just quickly go through these slides. And it does work well. I just give them a little tip. I really like using it with a brush. You get some great results using it with the brush. Reserve. I love this product, and it's one of the reasons that we really, my husband and I were attracted to Jeunesse as well, because we've been using an antioxidant. Our previous company was an antioxidant company, and he had some amazing results, and he was a little bit reluctant when I first said, okay, we're going to start using the Reserve gel packs instead of what we were using. And he's had as good, if not better, results with this at about half the cost and half the amount of product that he has to use. He takes one gel pack every morning, and if you've ever heard of a doctor recommending that you have a glass of red wine a day for heart health, it's because of something in it called resveratrol. And what resveratrol, I don't know exactly what it does. Again, I'm definitely not on the technical side of this. Somebody tells me something's good for you, and I'll take a chance, and if we feel great, I'll continue to use it. But the studies behind this show that it's fantastic for heart health. We can't make any claims or promises. Try it out for yourself, but the testimonials are amazing. My husband suffered with a lot of back pain for many, many years, and we put this to the test a couple of months ago because we're in Canada, and some of the product got caught at the customs, and he was without it for a couple of weeks, and his back pain did start to come back. And he got it, and he's just as good as anything here again. But there's as much resveratrol in one packet of this that you take. You just tear off the top and take it internally every morning. It tastes fantastic, very low glycemic levels, so people with diabetes are welcome to use that. If you have any questions at all, take it to your GP or take it to your pharmacist and ask them. There's as much resveratrol in one packet as there is, I think it's 173 bottles of Merlot or Cabernet. So you could definitely not drink that much wine and have health benefits from it. So you're getting a ton of great antioxidants in there. Oh, here we are back to these again. Interesting. Finiti. We've had some amazing testimonials of Finiti. Again, no claims or promises. Use it for yourself and see what it does. But we do know that the enzyme TA65 that's contained in Finiti has been clinically proven to grow back the ends of your telomeres. And if you don't know what that, at the end of your DNA is a little cap, and it's called a telomere. And the discovery that that is what cellular aging is won a Nobel Prize. This TA65 will grow back that end. They start to fray the older we get, and that's what aging actually is. So this is an age reversal product. It will grow those back. And some of the things that we've heard a lot is gray hair growing back in the natural color. A lot of people just feeling better, better mental clarity. They can think better, they can handle stress better. And some night vision. And it's a great internal product that, read up on the benefits of that. It's one of the most fascinating products that we actually have. Linda Miner does some great product little videos as well. You can look her up on YouTube and find some of her products. She's very knowledgeable in that area. I take it and I feel good. So I just trust what my body's saying. Zen Bodi. Zen Bodi was actually the product that I was most excited about because I'd been, after begging Dr. Donna Antar for a couple of months, she allowed me to be on a trial of this. And so there's 3 different products in this. We've got our Zen Pro, which is a protein shake, very high quality. It's got over 10 billion probiotics in it. It has milled chia seed, very high quality for a good omega fat. It's sweetened with stevia and 21 grams of protein. There's 3 different types of protein in it. There's your whey protein, there's a pea protein, and a brown rice protein. And apparently those 3 together make 2 complete proteins. And the probiotics in this are shelf stable, so you don't have to worry about keeping it refrigerated. I actually just had one this morning, tear it open. I have mine first thing in the morning if that's when I'm going to have it, if I don't have time to have another healthy protein provided breakfast. And then we've got our Zen Shape, which comes in capsules, and that's your fat burner, and Zen Fit, which is a muscle builder. It's an amino acid. When some of the people in the trial, they kept running out of the Fit. They were trying to get it manufactured. They were changing it a little bit, and they were running out of it. And that was the one product that we kept saying, we need those amino acids because we just felt so fantastic. And there's almost an addiction to how you feel when you're on there. And it's not... There's nothing in here that's a stimulant, just makes you feel fantastic. And what amino acids are is if you eat a piece of meat and it has to do a lot of work to get, or any protein, has to do a lot of work to get through your digestive system, and at the end what you're left with are the amino acids which are absorbed, and they're the building blocks of muscle. And as we get older, our muscle tends to break down a bit more, and that's when we get into that middle drift where we start to gain fat and lose our muscle. And this will help you to maintain your muscle and to build muscle. The Zen Shape, again, is your fat burner, and that's the one that will deal with leptin resistance. And I did a little bit of a study on leptin resistance because I love nutrition, and again, that's why I was so excited about this product. And then it was the Ageless in that video that took off for me, but I use this every day. Leptin resistance is what happens after abusing your body for many years, and many people in North America have leptin resistance. And leptin is a hormone that's produced when you have enough fat stores. It will then come out of the fat cell, and it's supposed to go up to the hypothalamus in the brain and signal the brain that you have enough fat stores, let's up the metabolism, let's get busy, give you lots of energy, and cut down the cravings because you have enough. When we become leptin resistant, a lot of that leptin is being produced, but there's no way for the brain to feed it. So our brain is constantly thinking that we're in starvation mode and we're storing a lot of fat. and we have low energy because our metabolism's dropped, because our bodies are trying to hold on to everything that we have because it hasn't received this signal. So I love that this product line, this Zen line, really addresses that. And I got to tell you, I never crave sweets anymore, not at all. And carbohydrates, I don't either as well, because carbohydrate cravings really are a craving for sugar in your body and to put fat onto your body. So I can't say enough about these products. Try them for yourself, and you'll fall in love with them as well. AM PMs, take these every day, and this is all of your vitamins, all of your minerals, and a whole bunch of other stuff, digestive enzymes and stuff to help you have energy during the day. The PMs have things that help you to get a restful night's sleep. And I'm telling you, within 20 minutes of taking those, and it's not like I've taken a sleeping pill, it's just that my body's relaxed and I'm ready to go to bed. Over 70 different vitamins, minerals, and supplements in each one of those. So yeah, again, I can't say enough about them. I know one of the comments that Linda Miner said on these is she was taking over $250 worth of supplements every month. In the AM and PM, those are all included, plus more for less than half the cost. So fantastic. All right, Kathleen, I'll hand that over to you then.
Okay, thank you so much, Becky. That was a great overview, and I just want to encourage everyone. Start with what resonates with you. In the beginning, I know many of you are fairly new, but as time goes on, you are going to want all of these products. Becky and I think we both take everything every day. You want to become a product of the product, and your own personal testimonial is definitely an important part of this. But don't feel like you have to have everything right away. You can add as you go. But every single product that Becky just went through, they're all each one of them is world class, highly exclusive. We have a lot of doctors that are building this too, a lot of people from the medical professional. You can feel really good and really proud about the products that you get to represent with Jeunesse. So thank you very much, Becky.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So now I'm going to quickly go through the way that we get paid. And both Becky and I mentioned in our intros that when we were doing our due diligence on the company, compensation plan is definitely a big piece to the puzzle, because if you have everything else but you don't have a great comp plan, it doesn't necessarily work out. And it's so satisfying with Jeunesse, because we have the incredible products, we've got the incredible team to run the ship, we've got a great distributor base, we have a global platform, and we have the best compensation plan that I've ever seen. And we had a good compensation plan before, but I'll just share with you, I'm a bit of a numbers person, and when I first studied Jeunesse's comp plan, I had the spreadsheet, I had the numbers from my previous company, and on that flight home from Orlando when I first met the team, I really crunched the numbers. And when I took the volume that I had created with that first company, and keep in mind I made over $4 million in 6 years with that company, when I applied that volume to this compensation plan, I realized that I would have gotten a 50% raise. I would have made at least $2 million more dollars. So when I say that this is an incredible comp plan, I hope you trust me. So I'm going to go through the 6 streams of income, the 6 different ways that Jeunesse pays us, and we'll just go through those quickly. The first one is retail profit. When you pay your membership fee, $29.95 US where you are in the UK, when you pay that, you get your own back office, and your landing page is your retail shopping cart. So people can come to your JeunesseGlobal.com website, and they can buy at retail through you, and you're going to get the difference. You also can purchase product at wholesale that you have in your hands, and you can retail that person to person. This isn't a business where you need a garage full of product. That's not what this is about. Becky's video and a lot of other people have done very, very well with the Instantly Ageless by selling it at retail. That will be available again shortly. They had to take it down for a bit because we had to just get caught up with the orders with the Instantly Ageless, because nobody could have guessed how crazy popular Instantly Ageless was going to be. But retail can be a nice income stream, and the guideline is, because we get asked this a lot, service establishments can purchase our products and put them on their retail shelves. So not a grocery store, not a health food store, not a traditional retail store, but a service establishment. And how we define that is a doctor's office, hairstylist, a massage therapist, some place that is providing a service and where you need to make an appointment. If they sell items at retail on their shelves, then they can do that with our products too. So kind of part of the retail program is the Get To Preferred Customer. It's paid for you, or I shouldn't say it's not part of the retail, it's kind of like its own category. But we have a great Preferred Customer program, and on your landing page in the upper right corner where it says Back Office Join, or Back Office, and it also says Join, there's also a link for a Preferred Customer. This is a great way for you to bring in at least a couple of people as preferred customers. You're going to get a cash bonus, you're going to get some free serum, and your auto ship is waived for that next month. So it's a great program. I think of it as a tool in the toolbox. Sometimes people get very involved with this program, and I'm not saying that it's not great, but just think of it as a tool in the toolbox. I have to say I think it's a little bit complicated. I think Becky would agree with that, but it's great to get some free product by bringing in 2 preferred customers. When I bring this tool out of the toolbox is when somebody is adamant that they don't want to give their tax ID, or they're really clear that they just want to try a couple of the products. In general, I lead people to become wholesale customers and get the best pricing. So the second way that we get paid is called Customer Acquisition Bonus, or CAB for short. And if you've already signed up with Jeunesse, then you noticed in the application when you clicked on Join, it took you to a number of sign-up packages. And what's great about these packages is the higher up you go in terms of the dollar value for the package, the more inventory you're going to have, and the higher the CAB is for the sponsor. And in this business, what you do is what your team is going to do. And my favorite package, and the package that I came in on, is called the Ambassador Package. That's about $1,100 US, and it results in a $250 customer acquisition bonus for the sponsor. So let's say that you get started, you're a brand new person on this call, and you decide that you're going to join and you're going to sign up for the Ambassador Package. If you sign up 4 people in the next month on that Ambassador Package, you're going to make 4 times $250. You're going to make $1,000 in bonuses just from this one way that Jeunesse pays us, and so you basically have recouped your startup investment. The basic package has a $25 bonus, Supreme $100, Jumbo $200, the 1-year Jumbo package $200, and the Ambassador package $250. And this is a very, very high customer acquisition bonus. I think it's 2 to 4 times what the industry average is. In our previous company, we were used to when somebody spent $1,100 on product, we got $75, and here we get 4 times that, $250. So this is what's great about these bonuses is you're sponsoring people. It's just quick, fast, good money in our pockets. So the third way that we get paid is called team commission. And Jeunesse's team commission caps weekly at $26,250. Many companies in this industry have a weekly cap on team commission of $10,000 a week, even $8,000 a week. So you can see that this is 2.5 to 3 times higher than what a lot of companies pay. And how team commission works is you're up at the top of your business. Your business starts with you. And you can see this visual image of this under reports in your back office, and then click on genealogy. And every time the Jeunesse computer sees 600 points on one side and 300 points on the other, that results in a team commission or a cycle of $35. And all of our packages, all of our products have points assigned to them. And cycling many times a day is a very, very good thing. And the fourth way that we get paid is called Leadership Matching Bonus, and this is a little bit more complicated, but all you need to know is that it's another great high-paying part of the Jeunesse comp plan. The two highest-paying parts of Jeunesse comp plan are the team commission and the leadership matching bonus. This is a visual image of all of the different ranks that you qualify for in Jeunesse, and you can see starting with Jade, it says 1, 20%, and Pearl it says 1, 20%, and 2, 15%. Those 1s and 2s refer to level 1 and level 2. So let's say you've just come into the business and you sponsor a couple of people. Those people that you personally sponsored are level 1, and then the people that they personally sponsor are level 2 to you. And as you start going through the ranks, starting with Jade, every time you advance to the next rank, you're going to get paid another level deeper on the matching bonus. We come from an environment where the bonus like this, the leadership matching bonus, was 2 to 5%, and Jeunesse's is 65 to 75%. So that is a huge difference, and there is a very, very serious amount of money to be earned in the leadership matching bonus. When you hear about people in Jeunesse that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, if the team commission caps at $26,250 per week, that's $105,000 a month that is possible by earning team commission. And I should also note that team commission, you qualify for team commission by sponsoring 2 people. When you become an executive, one on the left, one on the right, you qualify for that potential of $105,000 a month. That also is very unusual. In a lot of companies, you have to sponsor 6 to 10 people before you qualify for team commission. And with Jeunesse, it's only 2. So again, the 2 high-paying parts of the Jeunesse comp plan are the team commission and the leadership matching bonus. And when you hear about people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, if team commission caps at $105,000 a month, the rest of that money is primarily coming from leadership matching bonus. So you'll start to understand this more as you start to see it actually play out in your commission reports in your back office. I'll explain that in a second. I'll come back to that point that I was going to make. Customer acquisition incentive. When I said earlier that with the leadership matching bonus, our Jeunesse pays out 65 to 75%. So the question is, how do you get that extra 10%? How do you go from 65 to 75%? On level 1, so the people that you personally sponsor, when you have 5 customers in your back office, and they can be any makeup of retail, preferred customers, or wholesale customers. When you have 5, you're going to make an additional 5% on level 1. So instead of 20%, you'll make 25%. If you have 10 customers, and again, it can be retail, wholesale, or customer, you're going to make that additional 10%. So how that plays out, just to give you a specific example, is you sponsor Bob, and Bob is level 1 to you, and every time Bob earns a team commission of $35, if you have 10 customers, you're not going to make 20% on level 1 leadership matching bonus, you're going to make 30%. So what that means is that 30% of $35, you're going to make $10.50 every time Bob, your level 1 personally sponsored person, makes $35. If you don't have the 10 customers, you're going to make $7. 20%. So you want to think in terms of having at least 5 to 10 customers in your back office just to earn this extra 5 to 10%. And the 6th way that we get paid is when you become a diamond, which I just did at the end of 2014. Then we get to participate in the company's diamond pool. And who wouldn't want to participate in a global revenue share, which is basically what that is. The company sets aside 3% of the gross revenues to be paid quarterly to the diamonds. So it's kind of like having stock in the company, having shares in the company. And I should also note that Jeunesse pays 60% of the commissionable volume. Most companies pay 50%. So Jeunesse pays us extremely well for sharing this story. And when I first got introduced to network marketing, one of the things that really caught my attention was in this business, the company, Jeunesse in our case, does all the hard stuff. They're the ones that hire the employees, manage the employees, run the warehouses, handle the invoicing and the accounting, pay the commissions, create the products, have the medical staff, invest in the R&D. All of that stuff that is difficult with building a business in our business model, the company does that. And I think we get to do the fun part. We get to share the story. And Jeunesse has some incredible tools to help us share the story, which we'll talk about in just a moment. So in addition to the 6 ways that we get paid, Jeunesse has quite a few other bonuses. They have an incredible travel program, and so many of us love to travel. And if you're new to network marketing, you're going to love how much you get to travel with Jeunesse. I mean, I have already been on... why am I getting these notes? I have already been to Macau and Thailand, Alaska, Hawaii, and Las Vegas, all paid for by Jeunesse. And right now we've got the Riviera Maya incentive going on. Becky and I have both earned that. So next July we're going to be at a first-class resort with Jeunesse at the Riviera Maya. That promotion is running until the end of February. And in Las Vegas at our annual convention, we'll be announcing the next promotion. So if you love to travel, you're going to want to start paying attention to those promotions. And Jeunesse on a regular basis has not only a travel promotion, but also a promotion like the Shoot for Sapphire bonuses. It's a very, very, very fun business to build, and it's also incredibly lucrative. So that is our overview on the products and the comp plan. And again, you can feel really proud to represent all of them. And when you have a question, post on our J Factor Team Facebook page or send us a private message, and we'll help you out with that. I'm going to turn it back over to Becky, and she's just going to go through the specific policy for the UK that we have right now.
Okay, yeah, because there are some different laws in the UK, which we discovered when we started having people join our team over there. So this is a policy in the United Kingdom that you can spend up to £200. Is that pounds?
Yes, yes.
In the first purchase. And then you have to wait for at least 7 days, but no longer than 14 days, and then you can upgrade again. Okay, the available upgrades will be in the back office shop for that week. Day 9 till day 14 after sign-up date only. You can upgrade to the Ambassador, the basic Lumines package, and the basic combo package. And once you've chosen one of the upgrades, then those will disappear. Okay. So this is your upgrade to Ambassador, your basic Lumines package, and these are the different products and the pricing of that, plus your taxes that are applicable. Okay. And then you can see that how many points and what the customer acquisition bonus is then as well to you as a sponsor and to your sponsor. So I'll just leave these on here for a second so that you can see those. And there's the combo. And as time goes by and other products are introduced to your region, you'll see that those will change periodically. We've also got J-Mobile available, and I know a lot of you are already signed up for J-Mobile. It's a really easy way to get in contact and to see what's going on and to sign people up right from your smartphone. And that's available for Apple and Android. This is actually, I think this has already happened. Is that correct, or is this going on tonight?
It was happening the same time as this, because that's Eastern.
Okay.
But here,
Right.
do you want me to talk about this, Becky?
Sure, yeah, that would be great.
Sure. If you just go into your back office and when you log in, up at the top it says My Profile. You want to make sure in the section that says Communications that you have checked that you want to receive company emails. So that way the company will send you on a regular basis upcoming announcements. And every Tuesday we have a great webinar that is specific for the European market. And today this one happened at the same time that we were starting ours. But today Kyle Copeland, who's the president of Europe, and Barbara Polgersek, who's the director of European sales, and they're very common guest speakers on this every Tuesday at noon Pacific time webinar just for Europe. But you want to make sure that you set your communications to my profile to receive emails so that you get these types of announcements. So every Tuesday we've got a webinar specific to the European markets, and obviously this is something that you can share and invite other people to too. And by saying that you want to receive communications, you're also going to know about upcoming events. And I know quite a few of you were at the London event last night with our good friend Lucy West. She is absolutely wonderful. She's an incredible liaison for us with the corporate office. And upcoming, we've got Istanbul, February 11th, Zurich, February 14th, Warsaw, February 14th, and a Cyprus event, February 21st. So how this works is, as you get these emails, and we post them on our J Factor Team Facebook page too, is if you can get to any of these events, you know, if they're close enough that you can get to or fly to, then you definitely want to go. But if you can't go, or whether you can or can't, you still want to invite the people that you know that could go. This is a great way for them to be introduced to the Jeunesse opportunity. And Jeunesse hosts incredibly well-run first-class events, so you can feel confident that your guests will be impressed. So Becky and I just want to encourage all of you to treat your Jeunesse business like the $1 million opportunity that it is. You know, if you've come into this just because you want to make a few $100 extra a month, that's great. Wherever you are, this is about your business and your goals. You know, there are no bosses in this profession. We're just here to help you. We're very, very involved, very, very dedicated to helping you get everything that you want. But if you've come in to make, you know, significant money like we have, then treat it like a real business. I mean, however you treat this business, what you put into it, like anything, is what you're going to get out of it. Like we said, Jeunesse pays us incredibly well to get out and share this story. And I think ground floor opportunity is often overused in this profession, but I'm still going to use it because even though Jeunesse is 5 years old, you know, our very significant revenue and growth has been spread out over 115 countries. So there isn't a country in the market that isn't still very much a ground floor opportunity. But what's great about Jeunesse is we have none of the risk of a startup company. And that was something, and I think Becky felt the same way when we looked at this 2.5 years ago. I was not going to join a startup. And so I was excited that Jeunesse was doing the kind of volume that they were at that time. When we joined, Jeunesse was in, I think, about 82 countries. So we've added quite a few in the last 2.5 years. But, you know, one of the things that resonated for me is that it was a solid, stable, well-run company already. Startups can be very challenging, and not just in network marketing, but in all industries across the board. Most startups don't see their 3rd, 4th, and 5th anniversary. So we have an amazing, you know, new story to share. Most people still have not heard of Jeunesse, but without any of the risk of a brand new company. So I hope that you reach for the stars, the vision of what's possible for you with Jeunesse and with our J Factor team. I mean, it truly is incredible and can change your life. And we have the opportunity to help so many people all around the world change their lives. Becky, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this really can happen for anybody. Like you heard, Kathleen comes from a very successful business background. I come from a background where I didn't even graduate high school, so anybody can do this. And coming to the events really shows you that every different type of person, tall, short, fat, thin, good looking, not so great looking, in their 20s, in their 80s, anybody can do this. It is not a get-rich-quick plan. It's a get-rich for sure if you just keep doing. And we just kept doing. And I know that some people talk about kind of an overnight success has happened here, but I put 20 years into it. It doesn't take that long. But anything is possible, and anything can happen in a moment. Keep doing what the activities that it takes to be successful, and I will guarantee you, if you just keep going and you don't quit, that you will reach success with this as well. And they're so pleased to have you on our team. We're honored, and we feel very blessed to have such an amazing team coming up in the UK and all around the world as well. So couldn't be happier.
Thank you very much, Becky, and thank you everybody for joining us. And I'll just echo what Becky said. We're so excited to be working with you. We are here to help you, and it is about what you want and what you're looking for in your life. We're gonna meet you where you are. We have lots of great tools, lots of great events to help you get there. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.